Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Mary Anodio from Nagaland University. Today's topic is on ethics, which is the study of moral values and moral behavior. Ethics guides us to behave consistently with our personal values and societal norms. Acting ethically can positively impact organizational performance. Ethics is important in organizational behavior because it creates a foundation of trust, fairness, and accountability within the workplace. Ethical behavior promotes a positive work culture where employees feel respected and motivated, leading to increased productivity and loyalty. It helps organizations maintain legal compliance, build strong reputations, and foster good relationships with customers, investors, and other stakeholders. Also, organizational ethics guide decision making, ensuring choices are aligned with core values and societal expectations which ultimately supports long-term success and sustainability. Ethics also helps to prevent misconduct and conflicts, creating a safer and more harmonious working environment. Let us discuss some ethical theories. The first is consequential theories. Consequential theories focus on the results of our actions. Utilitarianism, introduced by John Stuart Mill, says that the right action maximizes good for the majority. However, it raises challenges like ignoring minorities' needs or when right actions don't lead to good outcomes. For example, a city decides to build a new highway to reduce traffic congestion and benefit most residents. While this improves travel for a majority, it may require demolishing homes in a minority neighborhood, causing harm to that community. This shows the difficulty in balancing the greatest good for most while considering those who may be negatively affected. Or a company may decide to lay off a small portion of its workforce to reduce the cost and save the business from bankruptcy. This action benefits the majority of employees who keep their jobs and helps to sustain the company long term. However, it causes hardship to the laid off employees. This illustrates the utilitarian challenge of balancing benefits to the many against harm to the few. Utilitarianism says that we should aim to create the most good for the most people, but sometimes doing what is best for the majority can unintentionally hurt smaller groups. Also, just because something is the right thing to do doesn't always mean it will bring good results. And sometimes good results comes from actions that might not seem right at first. This creates important questions for decision makers. Should the needs of a few be ignored even if most benefit? What happens when what is good for many is not fair to all? This dilemma shows that utilitarian thinking requires careful balance and consideration of everyone if affected. Rule-based theories focus on the idea that some actions are right or wrong by their very nature, no matter what happens as a result. This theory says we should follow certain moral rules or duties because they are inherently right. For example, rule-based ethics says that lying is always wrong, even if lying might bring good results sometimes. These moral rules, like honesty or fairness, are universal and should be followed in all situations. This approach forms the basis of many laws and is about doing what is right because it is right, not just because it leads to good outcomes. Cultural relativism argues that there are no universal ethical principles. Instead, ethics should align with local standards and culture, meaning no one should impose their own ethics on others. Let's discuss about ethical issues in organizations. White-collar crime is a type of non-violent crime committed by people in professional or business positions. These crimes usually involve deceit or trickery to gain money or advantages. Examples include fraud, which is tricking others to get money, or embezzlement, stealing money from a company, or bribery, which is about offering money for favors, insider trading, using private information to trade stocks unfairly, and cybercrime, online scams and hacking. These crimes are usually committed by people in respected positions like managers, executives, or professionals and can cause big financial losses and harm to organizations and individuals. Because they are complex and involve many people, they can be hard to detect and prosecute. Whistleblowers are people inside a company who speak up when they see something wrong or unethical happening. For example, if an employee finds out that the company is breaking the law or cheating customers, they might report it to the authorities or the public to stop the wrongdoing. Social responsibility means companies take action that benefits societies and not just to make profits. This includes protecting the environment by reducing pollution, making sure workers are safe and treated fairly, and supporting important community causes like education, health. Management ethics are the rules or moral guidelines managers follow when running a business. Immoral management means the manager knows what is right but purposely chooses to do what is wrong for personal or company gain. Immoral management means the manager does not think about ethics at all, either because they ignore it or don't see it as important in business decisions. Moral management means the manager tries to always do the right thing, making fair and honest choices, even if it is not the easiest or most profitable. These types shows different ways manager approach ethics. Some are ethical, some indifferent, and some unethical. Immoral managers prioritize profits at any cost. They ignore the fairness and see laws as obstacles. They often cut corners and are unconcerned about ethics. Moral managers seek success within ethical boundaries. They balance profit making with fairness, justice, and legal compliance. Immoral managers disregard ethics either intentionally or unintentionally. Intentional immoral managers think ethics don't apply to business, while unintentional ones simply overlook ethical aspects. In simple terms, immoral managers don't think about whether their decisions are right or wrong. Sometimes they ignore ethics on purpose, believing business is only about making money. Other times they just don't notice or care about the ethical side of their choices. This can hurt the organization because employees might not know what is expected of them ethically. It can lead to more unethical behavior. It can decrease trust and create a bad work environment. So, moral management often causes problems even if the company has good ethical policies in place. J.R. Andrews says to make good ethical decisions, a person needs these three things. Number one, the ability to see when there is an ethical problem and to think about what might happen from different choices. Number two, confidence to listen to other opinions and decide what is right in the situation. Number three, the courage and strength to make a decision even when it is hard and there is no clear right answer. These qualities help people make fair and responsible decisions. Some of the similarities between ethics and values is that both are learned and acquired from the same sources. Both affect the cognitive process and behavior of people. Both values and ethics are endurable and difficult to change, and they influence each other, and more often than not, they are used interchangeably. However, values are basic beliefs about what is important and desirable in life, like honesty or hard work. Ethics are moral values or principles that guide how we should behave and decide what is right or wrong. They are similar because both are learned from life experiences, both affect how people think and act, are hard to change, and are often used together since they guide our behavior in similar ways. Therefore, ethics is crucial for guiding behavior in organizations. Different ethical theories and management styles, it shapes how decisions are made. Understanding this can help build more ethical workplaces. Thank you.